April 28, 2018 was the last time CSK had beaten Mumbai in IPL. And after a 5-match losing streak, CSK has finally broken the Mumbai jinx in IPL 2020.
CSK has broken the jinx, but Mumbai hasn't, because Mumbai has lost their eighth opening game on the trot. Since 2013, they have played eight opening matches and they have lost all eight of them. So Mumbai still remains, even in this year's IPL, remains slow starters.
And one of the heroes for CSK this season, in the first match rather, is Faf du Plessis. He did well with the bat and in the field. And to talk about his fielding, he changed the game with his fielding. Mumbai were running away with the match, and two boundary catches changed the match. Jadeja took those wickets, but those should have been Faf du Plessis' wickets. Hardik Pandya
Yes,
and Saurabh Tiwari.
absolutely. See, Faf came out and played a anchor role. He was there till the end, and he ensured that his team crosses the line.
And also along with Faf, his partner, his experienced partner Rayudu, who has been through a lot over the last 1.5 years. He got the snub in 2019 World Cup, but boy, he came out with a bang and he scored 71 runs. And the way he scored those runs against the spinners and against the pacers, when he came out, CSK was 6 for 2, and both Pattinson and Bolt was bowling really good. They were swinging the ball up front. He took his time, got settled down, and I was seeing some glimpse of that old Raidu, 2018 CSK Raidu in
Absolutely.
him today.
Two turning points of yesterday's match was, in fact, MI at one point was actually on one point, at twice was looking like taking the game completely away from CSK. But I think fantastic, I would say fantastic bowling, captaincy, altogether, CSK actually was able to stop them. In the first 4 overs, Mumbai was 45 for no loss. Quinton de Kock going all guns blazing. Rohit Sharma looking like he was never under lockdown. And then in comes Chawla, picks up Rohit. In comes Curran, picks up de Kock, and they are on the back foot. Rohit, and see, good. I just mentioned good captaincy because Rohit struggles against balls that leave him. So basically, he struggles against leg spinners and left arm orthodox bowlers. So they brought in Chawla, and Chawla, with all his experience, he bowled beautifully. Heel set right, plan executed. But what I noticed from today's game was the ball is coming onto the bat only for the first 4 overs. After that, the pitch is slowing down. You have to settle in before you play your shots. One of the reasons Faf stayed and played till the end. I think the problem is Mumbai batters got going, but nobody stayed till the end and played that anchor role.
At one point of time, after 14 overs, they were 121 for 3 when Hardik Pandya and Saurav Tiwari was at the crease, and Hardik was trying to take the bowlers to the cleaners, but their run rate was 8.64. But see, in the last 6 overs, they could only score 41 runs and lost 6 crucial wickets, and the run rate was not even 7 in the slog overs. I think that's where the game was taken away from them. It could have been 175 odd total on this wicket.
Absolutely. Also, we could clearly see a transition in the bowling spell of the CSK bowlers, especially Jadeja and Ngidi, because when Ngidi and Jadeja started, they were really expensive. De Kock took a liking for Ngidi and played all sorts of shots, and I'm sure that must have damaged his confidence a little. But he came back, and then in the second half, they actually picked up majority of the wickets, right? Also, I think some of the runs were definitely gifted by CSK's poor fielding. Unfortunately, I have to name him. Murli Vijay especially was really clumsy. But apart from Murli Vijay, I think the ground fielding was very poor. You cannot say completely the fielding was poor because the catching was excellent. But yeah, ground fielding, I think one area that CSK will go back to the board and try to improve.
This is one thing that they have to improve. But one thing is that they has got this win under the belt, and Dhoni has won his 100th match as a CSK captain, which is a great thing. And today there were a lot of we had discussed in the preview also about his batting slot and all those things. But the way he captained the side, he got in Ngidi, and that paid off. He could have gotten Tahir also, but Ngidi took 3 wickets. That somehow justifies his selection. I don't agree with the selection, but the figures justify the selection.
True.
Secondly, another thing is that he promoted both Sam Curran and Jadeja ahead of him. People were thinking that he would come up the order. At least he would come at number 5, if not 4. But first Jadeja and then Sam Curran, and he told in the post-match interview also that he wanted to promote these guys because they wanted to get the left-hand, right-hand combination going, and in future if they uh, fell into these kind of traps, these are the batsmen who can get tested and who can play good innings. And Sam Curran was a revelation today. He was good. He was a 3D player, to be very honest. He did well with the ball. He fielded well, got 2 catches, and 18 runs of just 6 was. When he came, there were 30 runs still needed. So hats off to Captain Dhoni. He was very cool at that point of time.
But he is Captain Cool, right? For these reasons. And but obviously this is one more thing, and obviously all of us noticed that probably the dew factor also had a role to play, because eventually gripping becomes tough if you can't grip the ball properly, especially for the spinners. It becomes difficult to get your variations. And somewhere, even when Bumrah was trying his slow bouncers, because probably there was a problem with the grip, it wasn't coming out slow enough. And this dew is actually going to increase, because in this month the temperature would be around higher 30, right? Say 38, 38. The temperatures will start getting a little lower, say 30, 28, and the dew factor will only increase. I think that should be there in the captain's mind when they win the toss.
We'll keep a tab on what the captains decide regarding the dew factor, what decisions they take, and at the toss. But for now, we'll say goodbye. But before that, if you have any opinions about today's match, please write down in the comment section. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Facebook.
And also join us for the preview of Delhi Capitals versus Kings 11 Punjab, which is today's match. We will be putting up the video, and we would love to know, as Orgo said, what are your views on the matches. Till then, Orgo, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.